What's going on, guys? So today's video, I got Chad here, and I said earlier in the year that I am really going to start getting into the brand of Kenzo, which I have, but I have not smelt this one. I got a decant, but for me this is going to be a very first impression because I haven't smelled this one yet, and that's going to be, what is it, Chad?
Kenzo Homme Eau De Parfum.
So this has been getting the hype from a lot of the channels as of late. So launched in 2022, classed as a woody aromatic, I believe. So that is your test strip.
Yeah.
You've been wearing this one, so we're gonna do a video for your channel eventually, but okay.
I'm curious to know what you think because I've been wearing this one actually a lot recently, so I actually really wanted to get your takes on this one.
So let's do skin as well.
Yes.
So on paper, what I definitely get like the marine aquatic feel.
Definitely.
I get like a sea salty vibe.
It's so different on the tester. It's so different on this test strip.
Like on the test strip, it smells more medicinal.
Yeah.
It smells like you have like juniper berries in it. But
it
like,
does.
But the no breakdown on Fragrantica has got like leather, aquatics, and patchouli. That's what it is.
Like
I get a faint leather on this.
Yeah. On skin, leather screams out to me a lot more.
Okay. Very different.
Yeah. You see what I mean? It's so different.
It's always about skin chemistry.
Like I smell it on here, I'm like, that's a completely different fragrance.
Okay,
like,
so this aquatic and leather, but I feel like there's a little bit more going on. I feel like there's juniper or juniper berries.
I never thought about the juniper, but I see what you're saying. Because to me, I even picture something like grapefruit in there or something like that. Like, and it has this like, I don't know, like a dill pickly dry down.
Okay.
You know, like not like pickly a little bit. If you can see what
I can understand where you're coming from with it, but I get like a menthol medicinal vibe from it.
I see what you're saying.
Like it feels like it's like juniper or just something else going on besides just like patchouli, leather, and like watery notes.
I honestly think that note breakdown is pretty poor in my opinion. Like when I saw that note breakdown, I was like, I mean,
there might be more to it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes Parfumo is different than
true.
Fragrantica.
Yeah.
But a lot of ladies, I am not for compliments. I am not about like the most hype stuff out there. And I don't really follow a lot of influencers, but because I'm getting into the brand of Kenzo, I've looked up this scent itself. And a lot of the women have saying, this is really good.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with him. I really do. I'm not one for the hype train. I really am not.
Yeah. I wasn't either, and honestly, I didn't want to like this one.
This is really good.
Yeah.
This is.
It's addicting smelling too.
It is. Now, is it a panty dropper? Fuck off with that term. if anybody's watching, fuck off with that term. It is so overplayed with. You know, I'm just over that term.
The pennies are just gonna come flying over the screen right now.
But it's a salty leather.
Yeah, for sure.
With like juniper or something, like I don't want to say minty, but it smells like something. You know when, okay, so you're from a smaller town, we're not gonna say where, but you've done a lot of hiking when you were younger.
Yeah.
It smells like you're out in the bush. That little like juniper aspect, that's I don't know, like cedar, cypress.
I can totally see what you're saying. Yeah, there's a lot of greenery in here too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like when I smell this, I feel like I'm on like Manitoulin Island. There's like a shit ton of like juniper up there and cedar. You got like the Great Lakes, and then you just got like this. It's the Niagara Escarpment. It's just like
nice.
Limestone, I believe it is. So I'll attach a photo, but
that sounds like a nice place to walk outside.
It's land of the peace, according to the indigenous people who live out there. And it's just so is. It's the largest freshwater island contained within a lake in the world. But yeah, this, I understand why the ladies are saying that this is a really good scent.
Yeah,
it is.
And it also has pretty beastly performance too.
What is it?
So like projection is insane. Like,
so less is more.
Yes.
So
definitely.
not part. You got to be part of the Sissy Spur squad or be reasonable.
Yeah. So like for me, I never get the best performance. Like I don't really get projection off of my skin.
Okay.
I usually get more in the longevity, like skin scent department. But this one was literally filling the room. Like I did my normal 5-spray routine, and I was like, this was way too much.
That could be a little heavy, depending on what it is.
Yeah, I didn't expect it because like when I spelled the EDT, I was like, oh, maybe it's kind of the same, but it's completely different.
So smell-wise, the EDT and that one are very different?
Very different, yeah, in my opinion. Yeah, how about you?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I got a decant of the EDT, but I haven't smelled it. So.
Oh yeah, because they have so many scents. I'm like confusing my mind already.
They also got the marine one.
So from what I know is that the EDT just kind of went through a rebottling, I guess, and this is like their newer scent.
So was this originally supposed to be like a samurai sword handle?
I don't really know, but like to me, like you know, like when the Japanese like samurais, they're like practicing their katana swings. They usually practice it on like what I think was like bamboo sticks, and they try to slice through all of them.
I was very much into like the whole like Asian culture back in the day and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here is going on. I don't know.
I can see that. But this is definitely like a spring summer scent. I find like summer daytime might be a little too heavy. I think it's more of a night out fragrance if it's a summertime. Yeah,
for sure. I could totally see what you're saying there, spring, summer. And you're right, I think I agree with you. I wouldn't really wear this on like a hot, warm day outside.
But like on a day like today where it's 15 degrees Celsius this morning, this will do very well.
Yeah. Not on like the hottest days though.
No, of course not. When it's like double that, like 30 degrees, no. Okay, if you said that 5 sprays was very heavy.
It was.
I could see like even like 2 sprays where it's 30 degrees Celsius. I could see it being too heavy for that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it does have some sex appeal. I am not gonna deny that.
No, it definitely does in my opinion too. I wore this and I asked a woman what she thought and she did say it was like, it's pretty good. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't having panties flying up and hitting my nose or anything, but I was like, she's like, it's all right, you know?
What'd your boyfriend say?
So, yeah, he loved it.
You're a girl.
Yeah.
See, throw him off there. Yeah. He's so pretty, that's why.
Well, you never know, right? You never know. But
2023 now.
Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, she was like, I think the compliment factor is there, but I think it's slightly over exaggerated. That's just kind of where
I'm
going with this, you know?
and that's the thing when it comes to these influencers. It's not a jab at them, but they're really trying to sell things.
Yeah.
They're trying to sell themselves as well, not only the fragrance, but their channel. So that's what they overdo. They oversell things. So anybody who's watching, take them with a grain of salt, but you also got to take me with a grain of salt as well.
That's right.
And you have to form your own opinion by smelling these out first. I don't care how hot the chick is. Like, I love Priyanka Chopra and Lucille. I'm an older cat. Those women are fine as hell, okay? But even I would not take their words, like when it comes to this stuff.
You just can't.
No.
It all comes to personal preference, and if they're saying it's like what they find attractive on a man, it may be different on you.
And some women are gonna think that Versace, the Guess 1981 Los Angeles, like Versace Eros clone, is super sexy, but you might absolutely hate it.
Yeah, and what's the point of wearing it if you don't like it?
I personally enjoy this one. I really like it, but I don't need a bottle.
No, yeah. And that's kind of where I was thinking as well. I'm like, I like it, but is it really bottle worthy for me?
Well, and I know somebody who has a bottle and I can always borrow.
Yeah, that's true. Who might that be? I don't know who that is.
So do you have anything else to add, Chad? Because I know, this is the first impression for me. You've worn this quite a bit.
I would just say that the longevity on this was above average for me. I mean, 8 to 10 hours.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah, so it's a beast mode fragrance if that's what you're looking for. But from what I think, you know, from what I've heard other people say about this fragrance, just know that it's probably not what you're going to expect. It does smell rather unique for a designer in my opinion.
Yeah, it does actually. Like a salty leather.
Yeah.
It's like, again, I get juniper berries.
And it has depth. Like for a designer fragrance, you're not going to go wrong with this one.
No, you can't.
Good price too.
I urge you to try this one out.
Definitely.
So I'm not one for the hype train. I'm anti-hype, but this one is definitely worth it.
Absolutely.
I understand why the ladies have been plugging this one, including some of the dudes. It is sexy, it is masculine, and again, from someone who just goes against the grain, it's just so anti-hype, this is worth it. You have to smell this one out.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yeah.
Coming from this old grouch, absolutely. So the bottle is just weird though.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be bamboo, but it kind of
sucks. Like I, you know what I mean? I barely even touched that. Yeah.
So guys, any other videos that I've done from this brand, they will all be down in the description box below. I am really getting into the brand of Kenzo, I really am. And because that Chad is a guest, if you haven't checked him out, his social media will be down in the description box below. And if you like this very video, leave us one of these. We thank you for your time, take care, and we will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.